This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. This game against Toronto is the first time they've met this year.
And despite the difference in talent level, these teams were fairly evenly matched last year.
Now Hardaway. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
SGA with it, picked up by Collins. Hardaway grabs the board.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Pass to Mutombo. Just 5 on the clock. There's a screen. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks.
He felt the defense on that attempt. Great rim protection.
And can't forget where Green is in transition because he keeps himself ready to score in these situations.
Collins outside. Three-pointer. Howard grabs the miss.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. He said Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be their main focus at the defensive end. And as he put it, Shai's a riddle because he can light it up from outside. He has the speed to get to the hoop, and he knows how to draw the fouls too. Coach hopes that they stay disciplined and they can keep SGA off the line. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Much respect for the jumper of Houston. He knows exactly when to let it fly.
And while the Raptors are rebuilding, they're not bottoming out like some teams out there, Grant.
Yeah, they have some pieces. I mean, some young guys who can really play. And with the lottery odds flattened out in the play-in tournament, that middle road is more agreeable than in years past.
Here's Hardaway, following the bucket by the Raptors. Oh, it's blocked by Green.
And still one of the nastiest defenders in this league. Green protecting the house.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Dwight Howard picks one up.
I really like that he didn't shy away from the contact at all. I mean, he was determined to get to the basket, no matter who was offering the resistance.
He hits the second from the line. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Right side, SGA. Pass to Howard. Toronto passing it around. Howard, the screen. Down low. And stolen by Hardaway. Here's Robinson. Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
A 1 for 5 start so far. Not what they envisioned coming into this game.
They grab their own miss. Here's Marley. Takes the 3. Sinks the tray.
That's what Marley does. He makes deep shots. He's often looking for that three-point opportunity.
Knocked loose. George with a steal. Oh, and the dunk by George.
George's athleticism has always been a strength. Not many guys can pull off that dunk.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
We want to get loud, and we've got the perfect team to help. Your next 7-back squad.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Hardaway with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Here's Collins. George with a steal. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fade away. That's short off the rim. Knicks trail by 5. And here's Hardaway. No points yet. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires it from 18. And the jumper falls for him. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
Pass to George. Back to SGA. Clock at 6. And it's New York with a rebound.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Screen by Robinson. And here's Collins for 3. Howard grabs the miss.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Here's George. Collins with the rebound. Knicks trail by 5. .40 seconds left now in the first quarter.
And at 7'2", all Mutombo needs is a position near the hoop, and he throws it down.
Outside, SGA. Pass to Marley. To the middle. No good there.
That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
Back to Robinson. Here's Houston. the end of one. A closely contested game so far. It's the Raptors. They're up by 3. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Pass to Bargnani. And the baseline jumper goes down.
Being opportunistic, just taking what the defense allows.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
Now here's Brunson. Lets the 3 fly. Ooh, Brunson, the sweet lefty stroke.
You've got to get out on Brunson from there, or he's going to make it a long game.
Here's Bargnani. Back to Richardson. Toronto passing it around. Giannis with the rebound.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Here's Billups. Still no points. Pass to Brunson. From the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
That's a reminder that Brunson is an effective threat off the ball as well.
And really, the heartbeat of this Knicks team is Jalen Brunson, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., the lifeblood, both on the court and his willingness to take less on his contract, giving them the leeway to enhance their talent.
And so it's New York with it, following the three-point basket by Toronto. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Back to you.
Yeah, got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. And Billups gets it to go.
Hey, you know, after a pedestrian first quarter of shooting, I think they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now. The direction is good.
Now here's Richardson. Here's Rice. And there's Toronto with another bucket.
The jump shot of Rice gets it off.
Whoa! Giannis with a showstopper.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim. One of his specialties on display there, a nifty lead pass.
And here are the Knicks now. Toronto making their last shot. Brunson with the bucket.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
Now, I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
Great positioning on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Person. Back to Brunson. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Toronto ball.
Into the lane. Here's Thompson. Can't hit that one.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
And the basket by Barrett. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Thompson. Antetokounmpo with the block.
You got to know where is at all times, especially when you're around the goal.
.133 left to play in the half. And Brunson's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. 3-point lead. Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Brunson. From behind the arc. That shot, no good. Thompson outside. Pass to Rice. And there's the drive. And he jams it home with authority.
We know Rice is a shooter, but he's got some athleticism, too, showing you some force as well.
Hurston's shot is good.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Got it.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Toronto passing it around. Oh, there's the alley. They swipe it. Here's Brunson. And we've got 28 seconds left to the second period. It's picked off. Here comes Toronto on the push. Thompson with a screen. Here's Rice. Takes it inside. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
There's 6 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Rice. It's been all about Jalen Brunson for New York. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. More 2K action in just a moment. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's SGA. Pass to Howard. Now here's George. 6 to shoot. Up and over Hardaway. And the baseline jumper, no good. The Knicks with the lead. Driving inside. Here's Mutombo. Over to the wing. Back to Robinson. They set the screen. Fires the 3. Howard grabs the miss. Now the Raptors with it. Well, you look at how the Knicks built this team, Clark. Some astute all-in trades.
Yeah, you know, New York spent years, B.A., building their draft assets. They cashed them in on some all-star level guys, and we're seeing the fruit of that kind of work. Just another spot that Houston can knock it down from. He's got a really versatile offensive game.
Here's SGA on the drive. Here's Marley. The Knicks with the rebound.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Collins outside. Inside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And so here is Toronto. 4-point game. Green, a screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot blocked.
Boy, the shot blocking instincts of Mutombo, superb. Timing, exquisite.
Pulls up. And again, no good by Toronto. New York leading by 4. Pass to Houston. Ooh, nice D from George.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Now, here is Howard. That one drops for him.
They can finally relax after missing their first 4 shots to start this half.
Collins outside. Outside Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Collins. Launches it from deep. Here's Mutombo. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
Can't allow Mutombo to get this deep. I mean, once you do, he's going to score it with ease.
Now here's SGA. Howard up top. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Collins. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
Here's George. Oh, and the dunk by George.
Look, in deference to his age, he's not going to throw it down like he used to, but PG can still rock that rim.
Collins outside. Back to Hardaway. Pass to Collins. Howard grabs the miss. Toronto trailing. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Big-time slam by Dan Marley gave the defense no chance to stop that one.
Outside Robinson. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
SGA with it. Howard, the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander attacking. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
All it takes is a sliver of daylight, and Gilgeous-Alexander will exploit it.
Outside Hardaway. To the inside. Just 5 to shoot.
And for them to get out in front, it feels like they're going to need him to lead the way.
Here's SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander showing off his skills inside.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Back to Hardaway. Collins right side. Pass to Mutombo. Here's Hardaway. George defending. To the paint. Ooh, Howard with a block.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
On the wing, SGA. He has 6. Right wing. 4 on the clock. Tries it from 19. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Howard's got 6 points.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
That was just a bad pass. There's no other way to describe it. It happens, but that was bad.
Thompson.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And a miss there off the inbound. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Raptors. They lead by 4. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Here's Billups. Soft touch off the glass.
Boy, the competitive spirit of Billups, his size, his strength, his craftiness, all of that. Allow him to play through contact.
Pass to Starks. Out to the right wing. The steal. Fast break. Here comes New York. And here is Antetokounmpo. Defended by Thompson. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play. They've been undisciplined defensively, getting themselves into foul trouble far too early.
Pass to Antetokounmpo.
Raptors foul. Michael Ray Richardson. Second personal foul. 4th team foul.
About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. The Raptors with a lead. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And there's the screen. Pass to Thompson.
For him, it has not been a game to remember, but all they care about is that W.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Billups. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. Here's Rice. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Five on the clock. Toronto needs to get off a shot here. Here's Bargnani. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Raptors lead by 4.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with him. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Here's Rice. Pass to Bargnani. Cleared away by Person. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the New York Knicks. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Antetokounmpo is doubled. Here's Person. And again, the Knicks missing. Raptors lead by 4. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his third foul so far.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Toronto going with almost an entirely new group here.
Substitution on the court.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Now Gilgeous-Alexander with the fadeaway. The offensive rebound. Another shot. Bullseye! 8 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wanting to improve as a distributor, Howard Helps whenever he dishes it like that. Just opens things up for him and his team.
Now Robinson fires the three. Oh, it doesn't go.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Oh, it misses. Knicks trail by 6. Pulls up for 3. Money from 3.
When Hardaway is feeling it at the arc, look out. He can be very dangerous from that spot.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Rice. Rebounded by Antetokounmpo. Robinson. Outside Hardaway. There's the drive. Ooh, Howard with a block. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Green. Shoots a 3. Green able to hit from 3.
You've got to respect Green at the arc. If he gets open out there, he can make you pay.
Now here's Hardaway. Robinson fires. Wasting no time. They answer with a 3.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
To tie it up. It's gone from beyond the arc.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game.
Yes.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Up top, George. Shot clock at 6. Tipped. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. This might be a turning point.
Massive possession here.
Here's Robinson to take the lead. Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo flying high for the follow.
For Giannis, his length and instincts on defense make him a feared shot blocker.
Here's Rice. Oh, the long ball, no good. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making all of those. Putting this game in the refrigerator.
Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. Turning here to our analysts. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Now SGA. Let's loose for 3. From deep. And so it's the Knicks who come out on top here. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. They really kept this team's energy high.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Just say that I think I need takes my eye. I lift my head, blinded by the sky. Feel my way in front, following the sound. It moves away so fast, fall down to the ground. I know there's more to come. Jump back to my feet. Now I only see
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball. On two. UK Sports. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. And we'll be checking in with Allie LaForce from the sideline moments from now. Looking at Toronto, they want to turn it around after the loss to Philadelphia. And it's the Knicks to start out. Outside Hardaway. In this matchup, always, Clark seems to produce some fireworks.
Well, again, when conference opponents are this familiar, Kevin, things tend to get ramped up, heated up, intensified, if you will.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Now here's Hardaway. Collins, good.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
Screen by Howard. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Dikembe Mutombo. Now the Knicks with it. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. No good from outside. Pass to Marley. And the wide open shot from Green. No good with the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Outside Hardaway. Collins wide open. He fires. No good on the triple. So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, it's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
Got that one up quick.
Seems effortless for George, that quick release of his.
Here's Hardaway. Pass to Houston. From outside the arc. Outside for Robinson. Right side, Collins. Kept alive by New York. It's stolen by SGA. Here's Marley. Back to SGA. Pass to Howard. The shot by George. Wide open. A miss that time. Would have put him up. The Knicks with the lead. Outside Hardaway. For three. And it's sent back by Howard.
Yeah, and shooters have to be cautious with Howard around. He has such a long reach that he easily blocks those kinds of shots.
Knocked loose. Robinson goes in, and Robinson throws it down.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to George. Outside, SGA. 4 on the shot clock. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Here's George. Here's the screen. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Pass to Houston. Wants to get it to Robinson, and does. And that one, good. Robinson's got his second bucket tonight.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's sent back by Mutombo.
Boy, the shot blocking instincts of Mutombo, superb. Timing, exquisite.
Pass to Howard. Stolen by Collins. Outside Hardaway. And here is Mutombo. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. In the corner, George with it. Here's Green. Now SGA. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk by SGA.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
To the left wing. Houston hits the three-point bomb.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. 27 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Hardaway. Outside Collins. 5 on the clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's George. Off the inbound, no good.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And we reached the end of the first. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Now, here's Richardson. Bargnani up top. Over Person. No good from Bargnani.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations, so many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, no matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind. Back to you.
No quit. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. New York leading by 4. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And it's the Raptors' ball. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Gotta like the game of Richardson, a crafty guard who is always looking to get the ball to his guy.
Phillips attacking. Screen by Giannis. To the inside. Starks with the steal. They swipe it. And here's Giannis. Scoreless thus far. Brunson outside. Screen by Giannis. Shot clock at 5. Person. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Person's got the lead up to 5 now for the Knicks. Here's Rice. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Rice has got his first 3 points of the game. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Starks with the steal. To the middle. Pass to Rice. 6 on the shot clock. And it's all evened up. Rice has got 5 points so far. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch it.
Now Bargnani, after Jalen Brunson missing on that last three-pointer.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Stolen by Thompson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Toronto?
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
Now, here's Richardson. Nothing on the board.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Here's Billups. 1:52 left in the first half of the game. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Billups has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Three-point shooting is just one aspect of what makes Billups such an effective point guard.
Pass to Rice. 5 to shoot. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Billups. Brunson with it. And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. Here's Marin. And again, it's a New York 3.
Yeah, they've got a lot of terrain to make up, and shooting the three ball more consistently like they are now should help them do just that.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Now here's Thompson. And the shot goes in. Thompson's got his third bucket of the night.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Billups goes in. Yep, it counts.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Starts outside. Back to Richardson. Pass to Bargnani. Over Person. No good from Bargnani. Brunson from deep three-point range. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's the Raptors. They're up by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Raptors leading by 3. GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
Now here's Marley. Hasn't made one yet. They grabbed their own miss. Stolen by Collins. And a fast break now for New York. Pass to Mutombo. New York moving it around. Mutombo sets a screen. Hardaway, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Robinson goes in to the paint. Here's Houston. SGA defending. Back to Robinson. Mutombo sets a screen. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Knicks.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And that one's good. Green.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Pass to Houston for the lead. Offensive rebound. Back to Hardaway. Outside Robinson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Now SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander muscles it in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
On deep, Collins. And it's Dikembe with the jam.
I mean, the one guy you have to box out. Dikembe so active on the glass.
Right wing. Outside, George. And a fast break now for New York. Pass to Houston. Back to Mutombo. In the corner, it's Robinson. Mutombo sets a screen. Fires from 18. Just 5 to shoot. For the lead. Toronto grabs the miss. Here's SGA. 6 points for him. Misses from short range. New York trailing. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
And so here's Toronto. The Knicks making the shot. Pass to Howard. Over in the corner, Green. Now, here's George. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. George has got 6.
Cannot let George get his feet set out on the perimeter. He'll bury it.
Here's Houston. Back to Hardaway. And here's Collins. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot from the low post is good. And now a 5-point Toronto lead.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Outside Hardaway. Houston. Good on the triple. He's got 6.
That's Houston's sweet spot now, knocking jumpers down off the catch.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
There's a minute left in the third. Knicks trailed by 4. It's Hardaway with the drive.
And just fluid off the dribble. Great length to finish, and Hardaway attacking now with purpose.
Now here's SGA. He's got 10. Screen by Howard. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Got it! Gilgeous-Alexander with a beauty.
You know, in that first half, a lot more three-point shooting. Since then, though, they've dialed it back.
They set the pick for the three. They get it again. Outside Collins. Paul George with the steal. And it's George finishing it off.
And George really good at recognizing his fast break opportunities and torching the defense with his speed and athleticism in transition.
Back to Mutombo. Robinson for three. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. The third quarter comes to a close. Raptors lead by 6. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Raptors leading by 6. And here's Richardson. Picked by Bargnani. Back to Richardson. On the wing, Thompson. 6 to shoot. Toronto needs to get off a shot. And another basket for Toronto.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Now here's Billups. And here's Brunson outside. Antetokounmpo playing strong inside.
Good luck against Giannis in the paint. Get out of the way is probably your best option.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Thompson. Giannis grabs the miss.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Now, here is Bargnani. And Bargnani throws it down.
And he just goes from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Pass to Rice. The 3-ball. And he's good on the 3-ball. Rice has got the lead up to 11 now for the Raptors. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Raptors.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
Richardson gets a wide open look. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Well, I tell you what, when Richardson is making these shots, it really opens up the floor.
Pass to Brunson. Outside for Robinson. New York needs to get off a shot. Antetokounmpo. And it doesn't go. Toronto leading by 11. Bargnani with the ball. All alone. Robinson there for the rebound. Goes up.
So lucky now to have you all along, girl. I really love the way you love it, girl. Forever I'll be yours, baby. You blow my mind, baby. I'm so alive with you, baby. You blow my mind. My mind.